Oh crap, I didn't realize I had my I realized I had my mic not muted because I was watching InfoZar's stream. Um yeah. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I have to go put my sign on my door. Hello. We're going to be playing some Stanley Parable after I tell my employee that that is what I am doing so he can give a watch. All right. I am back. Let's see what hydrate. Have to be careful with all these hydrates. It's gonna make my legs swell. That's why it's on a cooldown. But let us see. Okay. Shall we? Let me get this set up. I have not actually opened the game yet. Let's do this. Let's open the game. If my computer will allow. Why is the game so small? Oh, synchronizing stream cloud. Oh, I lost it. Properties. Window. Go. Okay. Where did it go? Move that. Yes. Do game capture. Window. Variable. Aha! Oh, well, that's on top of all of my stuff. There you go. Go ahead. Oop, perfect. I think. Vertical, horizontal. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. We'll lock that. Yeah, boom. Perfect. Okay. I need subtitles because I am blind. No, but I've heard this is walking simulator. Hold on, let me clean my glasses. Let's clean it up a little bit. It already is barely visible. I have a pretty good screen. Computer is barely visible. That's too visible. Listen. That's too dark. Confirm. There you go. Info. It is. I do have to go. Oh shit. Cool. Let's see. Getting all set up. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Forward, back, left, right. Space. Perfect. Perfect. Got it. Oh, I don't like that. This right here. It's little. It's computerception. So am I playing the Stanley Parable on this? Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Okay.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, there we go. I don't want to leave the office yet. What's this? I won't do what you want me to do. Type on the keyboard. No? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so I'm guessing the meeting room is gonna be... This is walking... Okay. Pretty plant. Turn my sensitivity down on my mouse a little bit. Kind of going a little wacky.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside of you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Yep. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on the slides. Slides, charts, charts, and slides. Okay. Want things, money, more money, things but with money. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Okay. Profits, profits, profits. Graph above things. Graphs about things. Oh god. Oh god. That was kind of low. Okay, let's go. Wait, hold on. I don't want to leave this room yet. What's it say? Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh god, it's bright. This the office? Oh, this is fancy. Say, that's a lovely purse. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely... Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Ugh, hate that. Ah, yes, open doors.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Listen,
Amazing.
I...
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, shit, it got dark. Listen, I'm just curious as to... I'm being a good little bean. The hell is this? This is kind of spooky. I don't like this very much. Can I go... Oh, shit, I clicked the up button. Wait, okay, never mind. That is going down. Good. I was like, oh, jeez. Yeah, jeez. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ah! I don't like that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Employee observation protocol. Zoom in, I'm blind. Okay, I don't care. Hit the button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is that? Is that a taco? What? Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, look, another button! Yeet.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I can't go back. Okay. Forward march.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Click, 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 click. Okay, how do I go about that though? Oh, big button. Make noises. Got it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. What do? Oh, I guess I should walk all the way through, huh? Oh, what's this? Another button. 5. Got it. Okay, okay, okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's...
Shut up. Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to hit that. Okay.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
Hey, I got achievements.
And that
No
was
jumping.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Just
Stanley felt the
Dang it.
cool breeze upon his
trying to see if I
skin,
could.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, no hesitation on the. Shut up. No. Oh, okay. That's it. That's the game. All right. That's it. Bye. Just kidding. Ah, shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley
God.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Narrator
he had simply
again.
missed a memo. No matter how hard
What's
Stanley
this?
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Recommendations from the overnight committee. Okay.
Oh,
This-
please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I hate you. Okay. 4:30. Okay, I went back. I'm here. What? What? Master clicking.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I hate listening to this.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
No. 417? Okay, that's it. Let's go. Do I listen? Do I keep clicking? Said yes. Listen? Okay, let's go. 417. Alright. Listen here, you little shit. Alright, all the doors really quick. 417. Okay. There's a ladder in here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where the fuck is 437? 430. Oh, is it? 31, 436. Where the fuck is... Oh, here we go.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Or so? Oh my god. Let's go.
Now, back to door number 437.
I hate this game. Oh look, spilled coffee. Clean it up. Shit, what number did he say? 437 again?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
What the fuck is the...
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Hate this game.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Shit. I'm on the desk. Got it.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I hate this game. Wait, what's this? Tap, tap, tap. I will right now. Let me just keep tapping on things. Okay, I guess not. Copy machine. Let's go.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
Hey! I got an achievement!
You really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I am chaos! Whee! 425's open. Let's go. Let's go! See you. I see you're open. I want in there. I want in there. How do I get in there? Waiting input. Received. Okay. Who farted? Stinky. I type with my feet. 8 feet. stinky.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Haha,
This was
fuck
not
you.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm just gonna stand here.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I'm just gonna be a little shit and keep standing here.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey! It's kind of rude.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, fuck you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I die in this game?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oh shit, I
Good job,
died.
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
You're welcome, guys. I died. In a game where there's no enemies. Okay, let's see.
All of his co-workers were
try that
gone.
again.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's see. This definitely is walking simulator. I
When
don't...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
I'm
stop by the
speedrunning life.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's see.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I really want to go check out what's over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
Time,
Stanley,
I won't.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
I won't
foot
cut him
here.
off and
I'm
jump
not
this
your
time.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust
I've
in
been
someone
told
else
that
can be
this
difficult,
game
but
is,
the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Walking simulator?
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Let me see.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, there's only one way to go. Ah, shit. That's kind of...
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was like, ah, God.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, God.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Bye, Elkie. I like that. Oh, God.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind,
Okay, what was the first one?
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic
it's
discoveries
beta
of
crab.
new lands. It was wonderful.
Delta crab?
And each
No,
day that
beta
he
crab.
returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to
God.
him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own
Oh,
job.
God.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Oh, God.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Oh, I'm making my
Down
frickin'...
one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
A
And he
game with a
called it
baby?
The Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his
What did I
head he
change?
relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh, God. I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains
Tap, tap,
here,
tap, tap,
he's
tap,
slowly
tap, tap,
killing
tap, tap, tap,
himself.
tap,
But he won't listen to me.
tap, tap,
He won't
tap,
stop.
tap, tap, tap,
Here, watch this.
tap, 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 tap,
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Ha, I'm gonna do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Give me a mirror. No, I'm gonna question that. Anyways. Hello guys. How was the rest of the stream info? Okay. I'm getting nervous about this game. What how long do I sit here? Is me sitting here gonna do anything? Let's see. Do a little dance. That's fair. I totally understand. Okay. Did I hit the button? Do I hit the button? I'm gonna hit the button.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Oh my
But I
god.
don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh god. That's a little kind of sad. Told me to unalive. Oh my gosh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, let's
Stanley
try.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right.
When
Okay, let's
Stanley
try this
came to a
way
set
one
of
more
two
time.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Let's
Stanley
try
knew
to
it
go
perfectly
back
well.
on track. from
Perhaps he
here.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'll trust you.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, okay. Let me get back on track. Okay, that's not the right way to get back on track. Got it. Here's the weird
Yet
slides.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
He said there's a guy in the broom closet. Aw. Who's he? My... I like the little noises. The little slappies. I love it. This game's interesting. Okay, fine. I'll leave the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, spooky. I don't like this at all. This. Here's a note. I could pick things up.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence
are you saying I'm in
a
the
single
closet?
moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh my god!
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever
I've been
he
asking
went?
that this entire time.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Okay.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float
Oh
above
God.
the ground.
Oh God.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
I'm dreaming.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
That's
And while he
weird.
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now
Yes.
as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Oh
up.
God.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
I thought we
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
established that he's
My
too
life
boring
is normal.
to have a
I
wife.
am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh no, my mantra. Yeah, shit. Okay, I moved
Stanley
while
began
I was
screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, well.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel
Oh
better.
yeah, let me just look at a
Then
dead
she
body
remembered
and
the
like
meeting she
feel
had
better
scheduled
about
for that
myself.
day.
That's a little
Very
jacked
important
up.
people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. Well, that sure was something, I guess. Well, okay, let's try that route
All of
one
his
more time,
co-workers were gone.
but let's
What
just
could it
like
mean?
speed run it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
'Cause
memo.
I stopped walking, afraid that the narrator was gonna
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Do
doors,
the
this
thing.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Shut up, Jet.
Standing now in this incredible room,
Yeet.
Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business,
Oh,
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, let's see.
And so he detoured through the
I will
maintenance
go that
section,
way soon.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
Hey!
to go up to his
My
boss's
broom closet!
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase,
Fuckers.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's a sign that I'm supposed to stay out of the
But
closet.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would
Oh,
think he
shit.
was crazy.
Ah,
And then
shit.
something occurred
Ah,
to Stanley.
shit.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Oh.
co-workers blinking mysteriously
That's why I
out
said
of
all the rooms
existence in a
started to
single
look the
moment
same.
for no reason at all. None of it made
Oh,
any
okay.
logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter,
No.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Please.
Were they simply repeating?
I
No,
just
Stanley said
wanted to
himself,
find
this
out.
is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Oh,
He just
no.
hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
There
what
you go.
relief
Someone
Stanley
clip
felt
that for
to
info.
have finally found an answer,
So that
an
he can
explanation.
turn that
His
into his
co-workers weren't actually gone.
ringtone.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy
Pushing
this while I'm
buttons.
still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying.
I've never-
began to gently
I've never
float
played
above
this
the
game.
ground.
I've
Then
never.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Never
How
played.
was he remaining
I've
so
never
lucid?
figured
And then perhaps the
or
strangest
heard of
question
anything
them all
about this.
entered
Like I heard
Stanley's
that
head.
this was a game
Why
that a
he
lot
was
of
amazed he hadn't asked himself
streamers
sooner.
did, like
Why
way back
is
when
there
in
a
like the
voice
Let's
in my
Plays when
head
it was
dictating
more
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
newish,
Now the
I
voice was
guess. I don't
describing
know.
itself being
But,
considered by Stanley, who found it
Point is,
particularly strange.
I know
I'm
nothing about
dreaming
this
about a
game,
voice
and my employee
describing
Jet,
me,
who's in
thinking about
chat
how it's
but
describing
not in
my
chat
thoughts,
because
he
he
thought.
doesn't have Twitch
And while he
downloaded.
thought it all very
And he's
odd,
texting
and
me
wondered
funny
if this
things.
voice spoke to all
Um,
of his dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
He's
Was Stanley
he
simply deceiving
insisted that
himself, believing that if he's asleep,
that
he
I
doesn't
got
have
this
to take
game, and
responsibility
so
for
I did.
himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's
Good job.
ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
We're just
he
gonna
knew for certain, beyond a
let
doubt,
this play through.
that
Can
this
I?
was in
Oh, I guess I could begin the game again. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe there's something special I get. Whee!
all of
Okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
He-
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And now, question. My broom closet gonna be locked still.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hear sounds.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Who's in the
wave
broom
of
closet?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
Chris.
boss's
Chris is
office,
in the broom
hoping
closet.
he
I'm
might
not
find
Chris,
an
I'm
answer
Stanley.
there.
My closet! No! Okay,
Coming
let's
to
go
a
up.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh wait. No, there was the little button to go farther down. Was that here? Or is that here? No. Okay, I don't want to go this way. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do it again. That's so long. Is he punishing me? Let's go check the bathroom. If there's anything new. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Interesting. Interesting. Got it. I want to hear all the things about money. Money.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Okay,
discover
let's see.
not an indication
2,
of any human
4,
life.
6.
What could it
Oh.
mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
See.
He began wildly
8,
tearing through
2,
papers on the boss's desk,
9, 6.
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Okay.
2845. But of course, Stanley
2845,
couldn't possibly
okay.
have known this.
4, 5, 4, 8, 2.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his
666.
thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2, 2, 2, 2,
2845.
5, 5, 8, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh. I want to go through that escape one. Oh, this is creepy. I don't like this one. 6969. Haha, the funny number. I know, right? Imagine we had that in my escape room. Put in enough wrong combinations and it just opens.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Nope.
Mind Control Facility.
Let's go this
Although
way.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his
Can I
violent
sprint? Meet my untimely death? Can I sprint? I don't want to. Oh, damn it. I did sticky keys. Fuck. No.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to
Oh, I
turn
can
around and
crouch.
get back on track.
Oh, I can crouch, guys. Whee!
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I learned how to crouch. Yay! Oh. The fuck?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell,
My turn.
Stanley.
Oh, my turn.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was
Oh, my
already
dogs.
dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, it's a museum. Doing my job. Office layout. Okay. Okay. But that's like the standard layout. Interesting. Office computers. I didn't find this one. I want them all to hit at the same time. Whack. The office. Whack. Is this more? I want to go this way. There's no doors, so there's nothing to lock me in. Okay. Maintenance room. Ultra deluxe version. Games delay. Is that money? I want money. The Museum of Stanley. The action game would become sentient. What? Interesting. Oh my gosh. I don't believe them. The lounge. Early version of the lounge. The office. Oh, okay, that kind of scared me. Oh gosh. I was like, oh, did I just reach another ending? First choice, obey, disobey. Vent? Vent? Ooh. Interesting. I want to find out more. Oh god, it's so scary. Narrator emails. Oh gosh, what is vent? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna go vent. All of this. Stanley's office. First was created 3rd in February 2013. What's the difference? Okay. Okay. Why is there two computers? Got it. Interesting. Oh, is this the crushing cage? Is this what I was in? Freedom ending. Can I want to press it. Oh. There's so much stuff. Zending levers. Okay. Escape menu. Okay. Let's get out of here. That's a little freaky. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Exit. Ah, yes. Exit. I wanna go home.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No.
A narrator narrating the
not.
narrator.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh god, what the fuck? This is so wild.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
What do I do? Should I exit or should I keep going? I don't know. I resume. Woo! The goal is always to die. What if I just stay in here? I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill in here in my little corner. This is my happy corner. This is the happy corner. Yes, I've been jiggling door handles. Not an excessive amount. Let's go to my happy corner. I'm just gonna chill here. I've got a couple, let's see. I got a couple achievements. Oh, quit the game and start it again. Let's see. What achievements? I got my first achievement. I can't jump. I beat the game. Click on the door. And I don't want to read any more of the other stuff. So I'm not going to. It says I'm supposed to quit the game. Start it again, but maybe I even have to. Maybe I have to do that when it's the thing. I don't know. Okay, I got bored.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Shut
could
up.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I just like...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
There's
this
a
was
baby
not the correct
outside
way
my...
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to find that vent.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
You lies, there's no vents.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Was it this way that there is
Stanley
another
was so
exit?
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
If it's not moving, can I jump? There's some boxes down here.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
In the first room? So, like, in... Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, I will.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
The jump is disabled in this game. Okay, I'm pissing narrator off. I don't want to piss off narrator. Next room? Okay. This room? Yeah, I know I can climb on this desk right here. Shabushki, shabushki, shabushki. Is there another desk I can climb on? Oh. Oh. Oh, do I have to keep coming back and doing that? Oh, let's see. Okay. He wants me to go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
oh
he
shit,
entered
wait.
the door on his left.
Let's listen.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
My
boss's
broom closet!
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to read the bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. No. No, 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 no. Be gay, do crime. That's the true. That's the true. I'll climb on 434 once I... What? This door wasn't open before. At least I think it wasn't. Oh my gosh. What's this? Go down. Go higher. This is it. This is a bop. This is the jam. The jam sesh. Ah, yes. He's also humming. Someone's humming. Okay. I'm enjoying Stanley. Oh, is the This is a concerningly long amount of time to be in an elevator. Is the elevator getting shakier? Let me jump. The controls say I can jump. Okay, the elevator is not getting shakier. Did I have to... Hey! Bing. Whack. I just took a little ride in the elevator.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, there it is. Anything else I'm missing? Speed run! Speed run life! Let's go! Let's go!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, let's do the escape one for a second, and then...
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yeah, boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do 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 do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
What's in 430? I want to get in there.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
234 is fuzzy. I want to see what's going on over here. Employee. Why are they in weird spots? Okay. That's enough. 247 or 427. 427. Let's see. Why does my room look so dark compared to everyone else's? Like, that's like sad. My room looks the most depressing. My personal opinion. I think I deserved better.
This mind control
Look at that one.
facility
That one looks so
was
nice.
horrible to believe
fuck?
it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's
Employee
control all
292
this
is my
time?
manager.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeet.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay, let's see. I want to find those
But
buttons.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
So dark.
labeled with emotions.
Jesus Christ.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it
5.
monitored and commanded from this very place.
5.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
The pathway going down over here. I just need to figure out how to... Can't freaking see! Where is it? Okay, here you go. Around this way. Okay, let's go down. Okay. Just a shortcut. What button is this? Okay. Oh, I found more buttons. Okay. I found 3. I hit 5. Let's see. There's 3. 5 is over there. 3 is over there. Where's 4? One, two. 1, 2. Right, this way. 1, 2. Where did I find 3? Can't fucking see. On this side. It's 3 is on this side. 3. 4 over here. Oh, there's 5. There it is. Up there. How do I get up there? Can't fucking see. Turn off this light. So fucking blind. Is that a staircase, or do I have to go from the other side? Oh my god. Let's see. Turn up the fucking brightness. I can't fucking see. How do I change this? Okay. Crouch. Can't like fucking see out this. Crouch. Can't fucking see. Stupid. Want to reach button number 4. It's just teasing me. see the stairs. How do I get up the stairs? Oh, yeah, you know what? It's a good point. But when I go that way, it like closes the door. I think.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power,
Oh, yeah.
he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Supposed
If you
to.
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, I don't know.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
That's rude. Ah, I feel weird after that one. It kind of made my heart go. That was a little rude, buddy.
All of his
Anyways.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right,
No
turn
matter
off
how
all the
hard Stanley
computers.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
He Oh, hold on. This is the room that had the...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a
Just
single
434?
difference, nor did it advance the
Okay,
story
hold
in
on.
any way.
435, 436, 430... 434. What about it? What about it? I'm looking. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I saw. I can't jump. Jumping doesn't exist. They disabled the jump. Are you sure Alex said 434? See, he said... Oh, you can climb the chair. Okay. Let's see. Look at me. Crouch. Get bagged scrub. I have a desk job. I don't know what to do from here. Anyone have an idea? Whoa, wait! What the fuck?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
What the fuck?
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long would you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
I'm gonna guess.
You are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Why do I have to leave the game to do it? Oh, man.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
Oh, God,
until he
here we
heard
go
this
again.
narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of
see.
video game structure and its examination of
I am finding
structural
this game really
narrative
interesting,
tropes.
by the way.
So, now that you're here, what do you
My
think?
eyeballs are
Isn't
burned.
this a fun and unique place to be?
No.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Ooh, I like this version. It has music.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he's in this parable and lives an existence quite
I've been streaming this game for
and if you are not strong,
almost 2
and
hours.
keep
Damn.
playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes.
I like the
You
yes.
too will become quite unbearable.
you know, I could just sit here and vibe with this for like a hot minute. I'm just vibing. Anyone else vibing? You guys want me to move on, just go ahead and tell me to shut up and move on. But I'm vibing with this. This is a good vibe. Oh. There's the windows. My foot cracked. Dun dun dun. Oh. Oh. I was vibing. Don't ruin the vibes. Hey. Hey, my vibes. Give me my vibes. Kind of sad. I was enjoying vibing. Sad, no vibes. Where are my vibes? Narrator said I did not pass the vibe check. That's a little jacked up. I wanna how far? It's just a little tiny square room. Where's my vibes? Okay. Okay. Sad.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, last
Stanley
time
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm gonna try to turn off every single computer that I see is on. Okay, wait. Let's do this one more time. This time I'm gonna make no choice, because making no choice is still a choice.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard
No
this
choice,
narration
still a
and
choice.
realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Let's crack my back
He
while we
then
do this.
praised the
Get a
game
little
for its
stretch in.
insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Stretch. 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 I will not answer. Screw you. Bye. Okay, good stretch. Speaking of which, while I sit here and not answer the man's question, I'm gonna go ahead and take my medicine for the day. Excuse me while the chronically ill takes like 15 different meds. It's part of the shtick. Free posture check, yeah. I need it. I need it bad. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I just leave the game idle, maybe I will. Find some profound answer. Oh shit, that's a lot of meds. Oh, I need that one. Okay. And a free hydrate, because to take my meds, I gotta drink water. So, y'all getting freebies on this stream. Congrazzles. Wonder how long narrator will let me just. Maybe I should do this in the first room. Because it doesn't. Maybe I'm just impatient. Let's see. Ugh. Ugh. Hate the taste of water. Ugh. Also, shut up, Jet. Okay. Just sit here. I'm not gonna touch anything. What time is it on the clock? It is 11. I can't read a clock. It's 11:20. If I just sit here, idle. Let's see what happens. Then my next one, I'm gonna try to speed run it. Dang. Alex got me with the gut. Can I actually watch this clock move? Will the clock move? That is the question. Ah!
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his
I didn't
responsibility?
realize I could close the doors
He had
behind
never
me.
been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere.
And the time does move, I
The thing
think.
to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh, God.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh, God, I'm locked.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Yeah, the time does move.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Wait. Does it get shorter every time?
Stanley couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. no.
If when he says here it
This
comes,
couldn't go anywhere
goes
except
dark
badly.
again, that
The thing
means
to do
I'm
now,
just
Stanley thought to
dumb.
himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Copy complete.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. It was.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? What this?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Is it because I was being bad last time? Wee. Wee.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Wee.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This game
Oh,
is so
well, this
self-aware.
sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, let's listen.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is this the one with the aliens?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
La 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 la
I have to
la.
say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
Tedious.
oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh my god! I can jump here! Yay! Crouch. Watch it. I have 10 jumps remaining. No. Damn it. I'll come back to it. My jump circle. My
Is,
jumps.
is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Very good.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I am not. Oh, okay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
This is my safe
Just you and
space.
me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. No! No! What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I like to imagine I'm just like smacking everything. Vent!
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Hold on. Let me look. Okay. Yeah, I'll go vent. It's kind of sus, but I'll go vent. Amogus. Wee. I did take my medicine. Amogus.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh, I like this area. Okay.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences
beautiful.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, the waste. Let's see. Look at this. Good times. Give me the $1. Smile because it happened. Tough choices. Okay. Ah,
And over
Zen.
here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Yes, I did.
James Stephanie Sterling
It
writes,
said The Last
and
of
I
Us.
quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Creepy. Go downstairs. Fine. You don't want me in there.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
What? How do... What? 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 Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Is it because I got rid of my jump? Oh yes, the texture. Number is 29. Hello? Maybe if I crawl, the boxes won't see me. What the fuck? Help. Chat, help. What do I do? Is it because I used my jumps? How do I get to the serious room?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Oh!
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The
Haha.
narrator is obnoxious
Haha,
and
loser.
unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
It's raining. This is nice. I like this.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You are.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the
We
people
have
want
a-
silence,
we have a
then my
lurking
goodness,
command.
that's what they're going to get.
If you'd like.
Well,
I
don't
didn't
sit
put
around
it in
waiting for me
the...
to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
I don't
Here,
know who the gentleman
we'll pretend that I've just
narrating.
begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
I like his voice, though.
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until
not gonna be rude.
inevitably, we all until the end of time, at
I'll
which
just
time
wait.
everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore
The
becomes
narrator is
impossible to
Kevin
manufacture.
Brighting,
It went on
my
for nearly
employee thinks.
10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is.
Aha!
How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices,
Hello.
or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it
yes,
is,
punish
so on
them.
and so forth,
Let's
until
see.
inevitably,
I think,
we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes
Wait,
impossible to
does he keep-
manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably...
But will
we
he
all
get
until the
sad
end
that I
of
click it?
time,
I don't
at
wanna
which
make
time
him sad.
everything all at once.
I'm
So,
one of those
now you
people
see,
that don't
blah,
like
blah,
to
blah,
make
blah,
video
blah,
game
blah,
characters
blah,
sad.
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too...
Okay.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd
Oh,
say
shit.
it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're
Oh,
back.
shit.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
No, I'm
Stanley,
not. I
I think
was
it's been a week.
I was watching this.
I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's
Fourth
always
wall break,
been, right?
talking about a
Me
Steam review,
talking,
quite funny. Yeah.
you saying nothing. Would you think
Oh my
that
gosh.
it's exactly the same as
Anyways,
always?
welcome
Doesn't that feel
DD
like what
Sada
we've
1.
already been doing? Me just
This
talking,
is my
but it isn't Stanley.
God. Let's see. This is my first run through of the Stanley Parable.
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Oh shit. Did I kill the narrator? Oh, the door is gone. The door is gone. I hear the button. One more skip. Let's go. Okay, this is... That's an annoying...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
That was
meant to
very
speak
annoying.
to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned.
The
They
beeping
screamed.
was awful.
They gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us." It wasn't enough. They had to leave
Thank
a
you, Winter
pathetic
Meeting.
little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us. Now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability.
This is interesting. Interesting turn of events.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
No,
is never
DD.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Okay, this is... That's a little... That's a little...
The end is
I...
never the end, is
This
never
game...
the end, is never the end, is...
It's getting a little... DD Sada, if you can chill out, you can stay, but yeah, this is not that kind of stream, buddy. Oh, daylight. I'm just gonna keep clicking on that. Oh, this is pretty. Um, yeah. Well, I, oh, I don't like that noise. It's a creepy noise. How long is this gonna go on? Oh, my button! Oh, look, freedom. Can I hit my button again? Or is my button dead forever? My button's dead. Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. It's gonna be stuck in my head now. How about for the rest of y'all? I can't climb on the building? This is whack. Freedom! Crouch, 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 crouch. Just gonna walk off into the... Oh. Guess not. That was interesting. Okay.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Any more computers on? No? Okay. Turn off your computer when you're done with it. It's not good. New content. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. We'll check it out.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Is it the skip button again? Yeah, that was a wild time. I need to update the rules on my thing, I guess, cuz that's not okay. You know, I don't like people. There's no reason for anyone that I'm not familiar with to want to private message me, stuff like that. I prefer having a little bit of familiarity.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about
Also,
how roundly disappointing this
do this
ultra-deluxe version has turned out
to make
be.
a lot of money,
The
so I'm not gonna
original
be
Stanley
like,
parable was a landmark, and any new
oh yeah,
content for it should
you
live
offer
up
money.
to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Interesting.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground
Taste
up.
the sequel.
Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have
Soda
truly
drink,
been
pyramid.
asking for.
Whiz fizz. Interesting. Dos.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and
They're back. 2
innovation
doors.
and long-term franchising potential.
New mug. Click to add speaker notes. Excuse me, I'm trying to add speaker notes here. Tap, 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 tap.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or
Fuzzy
logical,
magic.
really.
New content. Is it me getting jumps again? I miss my jumps.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket. I like that. I like that. Infinite hole. Okay, let's do... What's down this way? Collectibles? I don't want the free and easy achievement. I want to go to the bucket. Reassurance bucket. The reassurance bucket.
The complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
There's no
and your
bucket.
heart. It's true. As long
Oh,
as you
there's the
hold on to
bucket.
The many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Comfort
Can you
bucket.
imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Give me the comfort bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Beautiful. Bucket. A dope. I want to... This is my bucket now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Name button? I want to touch it.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I
Road
asked
to the
myself,
perfect button.
what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the
How did
button
you know?
only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Hi,
Play
I'm
along.
Jim.
I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being
Can I hit the button
heartbroken
again?
as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel
Hi,
it deeply?
hi.
Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please...
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush!
Thank
That was
you.
you! The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a person
Jim.
can be
Jim.
too much,
Jim.
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 I'm putting the gym
Jim.
away.
Jim.
Otherwise,
Jim.
soon you'll
Jim.
start to lose
Jim.
all sense
Jim.
of who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim. No, my gym button! That's whack. Give me back my gym button. Can I? Did the button go down here? Give me Jim. 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 Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well soon.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
That's whack. Was that there the whole time?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Where'd that new free and easy achievement? Get it here. Pull the lever.
Now, here's
Kronk.
something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to the... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I'm just gonna keep pulling the lever. Get wrecked, scrub. Rude. I have my reassurance bucket. Jim loves his reassurance bucket.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
No, my jump circle!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No! My jump circle! Settings World Champion. Reassurance bucket. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. Collectibles. Yeah, I'm Jim now. Collect them all. Oh god. I don't like that very much. I'll come back to that. That's ominous. I don't want to exit. Can I jump into the infinite hole? Red is the new orange. A whole new office. Baby is all grown up. Where's their baby? Epilogue? Okay, I'll get that in a second. Where's my settings? This was the balloons. Go this way. Oh. That was already... Okay. Oh, I was already here. Okay. Infinite hole. Let's go to infinite hole. That's new. The infinite hole. Ah! I'm lost! Okay. Collectibles or infinite hole? Infinite hole for now. What's this? Oh. Okay. The sweet, sweet hole. It just keeps going! This. What about this? Okay.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Shall I jump down the infinite hole? Oh, wait. He's not done with a lot of features. Yeet! Yee, I have my reassurance bucket.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I am the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say anything.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
The finite
If that
hole.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Yep. Oh, there's a QR code? Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I will in a second. I want to look around a little bit more. To infinity. Okay. The infinite hole. Yeet!
Oh, for heaven. You You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal
Infinite
person
hole
would have said,
dance.
yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this
Hey.
time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively
Whee!
thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
This is where I should have used my
How
jumps.
is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh, shit.
Is the,
Shit!
teleport button not
No!
working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
No, come back! You tricked me! It's okay, I have my reassurance bucket. I'm in timeout. I'm in the naughty hole. Oh god. I'll just sit here, I guess. Oh, you know what? I don't have blurb on this one. I should do that. Ugh! Okay, I like that one. I don't like that one. I like that one. I think I already have blurb. Oh. I'm down with this. Oh. Hold on. I want to listen to the different musics. I don't like this one very much. Oh, I can vibe with this. Hold on. I am aware that there is a thing. Give me 1 second to paste. Okay. Listen, I realized I didn't have blurb on, and I want to make sure that people can get their redeems.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
This is
My
weird.
head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
I don't like this one. Okay. I don't like that one very much. I like that one. Haha. Ugh! I like that one.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh,
What?
good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Poodle pip. Oh. Infinite. Aw, my infinite hole.
Here
Wait.
we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Infinite hole? Oh. lips are chapped. Ah. Damn it. Whole time over. Alright, let's go into the weird and wild, wacky, wonderful.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I see. Can I put him in the bucket? Bucket.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Sandlerines. Is there more? I want to find them. Whack. My jumps. There was an exit somewhere. New merch. My gym button is gone. This way.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Mostly infinite hole. Free achievement settings. Ah, there's the settings world champion. I could have interacted with things this whole time. No. I'm Stanley. Okay, give me the hint. What's the hint? Okay. Oh, there's so much. What do I do? Am I doing the right thing?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the
I ain't doing this. That's too much. My brain. Oh, yes. I shall. I like to have my audio not all the way up. A good middle point is perfect. I ain't doing that shit. Too much. Too much. Where's the exit? Oh, my foot is asleep. Oh, wait, is my gym button back? Oh, my bones. Oh, that's the epilogue one. I saw an exit at some point. So wait, what the fuck are you saying to me? The fuck did you call me? Exit. Exit. Oh, my foot fell asleep.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted
Yeah.
to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
No.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I don't like it. All these hydrates and the coffee make me have... I'm probably gonna switch games soon. Ooh, weird, funky. Listen. All these hydrates make me gotta pee. I don't want to take a break from this. No. Two. 3. No.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh God. The balloons!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Ah,
Stanley
420.
pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
I want the broom.
Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Let him have it. Stop. I want.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
But I'm Jim cosplay. I'm cosplaying as Jim, cosplaying as Stanley.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Oh, I can
You know what?
pause.
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
In my bucket. Can I drop the bucket? Can I put things in my bucket? Broom and bucket. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick pause and I'm gonna go use the restroom. Bareback. All right. Much better. Let's see.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I want to read. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Oh,
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you
Where's
come
my
across one of
skip
these
button?
beautiful figurines.
all right. After. Oh, yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I try to hit up, and it's always down.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
I would hope the bucket said nothing.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had... After taking some time to show the bucket around the boss's office, Stanley at last went to the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and again.
Hmm. Do I keep hitting it? Ah! Hmm. Not pleased.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Bucket let me down.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Absolutely.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Interesting.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind.
Absolutely.
Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be? Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Eek.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Absolutely.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's do it. I want to do a quick ending because I think I'm gonna be.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Okay,
Both
that's
of them wanted to
interesting.
begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and
Hey,
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of
no,
the
bucket!
needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, or go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
A bucket!
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office? Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
All right. Oh. I tried. All right. Ah, that was a journey for today. Oh, jeez. Well, I think we should take. Yeah, that was fun. A little exhausting, but fun. Walking simulator is very true. I definitely deserve a bucket, not button. Blah, 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 blah. This. I just got. Oh, dope. I got an achievement on Twitch. I'll talk a little. There were 10 people talking in chat. Woo! Congrazzles, guys! Oh, boy. Ugh. I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up for today. At 3 hours and 30 minutes. I think that's a good stopping point. I'm a little exhausted after that, and I need to go elevate my leg after drinking a lot of coffee. Okay. So I find the Stanley Parable very fun, very interesting. I want to keep going and find out more. I wonder if it's anything like Doki Doki, where after a certain point, things don't go back to normal. So I'm like, ooh, interesting. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. Um, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go to the ending screen, and we're gonna find someone to raid. Okay. First, let's take a little look. Go back to Twitch really quick and see who there is to raid first. Does anyone have any raid suggestions? You know what? I already know who. We're gonna raid. Raid. Uh. He's a cool guy, and he's currently playing The Last of Us Part 2, a challenge run. And yeah, so please join me on the raid. Go say hi. Slug, can you put together 2 raid calls really quick while we do that? I'll put together a subbed one and you can do the other one. Yeah? I liked the one we did the other day. What is it? Um, I don't know. Raid. Oh, you have it saved. Dope. And then we can just replace the paste. Let's put in the little raid emotes. Add these ones. Boop, boop. Drag that up there. Copy. Oh, geez, that's a lot. Ah! We'll do that one. Alright, see you there.
Do this. Wait, what? Vapor? Thank you for the raid. How's it going, raiders? Vapor, do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? Slugrunner 874, welcome on in. Keep a hold of your component pouch. Here comes a vapor raid. I like the raid command. I like the raid command. You know what's funny, Vapor? I was gonna raid you. I was like, oh shit, Vapor's live round about the same time I am.